And I would say to myself, what's wrong with me? Why am I choosing to torture myself like this?
You talk with a lot of entrepreneurs about the advantages and the disadvantages of venture capital. What do you think are the best advantages or the biggest disadvantages of venture capital compared to debt financing?
Daniel, it depends on your growth lane and your expectations.
Okay.
Okay. So a little bit of it is, what do you need money for? There are certain types of businesses where venture capital is appropriate. There are certain types of businesses where it will be just because they might be heavy in technology or speculative investment, where it's going to be many, many, many millions of dollars or even more before the company could even conceive of thinking about profitability. And if that's the model for the business you're trying to build, venture capital is probably appropriate. But you can choose a slower path. I think back about my story when I started multi-funding and I bootstrapped. And many friends of mine or colleagues of mine who were also building in the lending space were going through multiple rounds of PE or multiple rounds of venture, and some went public. And sometimes I would walk into their offices in New York and San Francisco, and there'd be a couple hundred employees in there, and I would be like not sure if I was going to make payroll tomorrow. Okay. And I would say to myself, what's wrong with me? Why am I choosing to torture myself like this? And I spent a long time living in that anxiety zone of what the hell am I doing here? Ironically, many of them are now gone or bankrupt after wasting gazillions of dollars, and here I am doing great. But sometimes the tortoise wins the race. But that's not the point. Trying to get comfortable with your risk tolerance, your growth plans. If you don't want to take equity and control is super important to you, don't do it. There's a way to do it.